Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Carson Wentz and the Cleveland Browns.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Danny Amendola on the return.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Number 20.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, it's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run. It's Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
That becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Gronkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Set to kick off.
Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now. The former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no? Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Cowboy. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 105 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Going deep here for Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first quarter touchdown passes. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Attaboy. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Wentz. And he completes it to Hunt. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Wentz. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Back deep, Julian Edelman. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Britton Colquitt to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Breaks a tackle. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2. at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
This is Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
So 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
30-yard line.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At the 41-yard line.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st down, Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The Cowboys take over.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
41-yard line.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Gurley on the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Gostkowski set to
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Randall Cobb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little bit.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this.
I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bells.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Hunt again, the ball.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Wentz. Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Wentz. A very quick pass to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. Wentz now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
38.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 27.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. That throw by Brady incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 198.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3 plays and out. It's
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Edelman set to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st.
And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw right sideline here is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Cleveland.
Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Vince Williams. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Wentz.
4-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Another carry now for Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
2nd and 6.
A run with Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Oh, what a game for this offense and the 43-year-old QB Tom Brady. And, hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On the carry.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They run. It's Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Gurley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gronkowski the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
2 yards.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let's go, boys. Go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wentz to throw again. And he finds Howard complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
O.J. Howard.
Now Wentz again. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 52.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're